All right. Well, welcome to the new edition of Creator Hangouts. Now, I'm excited about this because these are things I wish I would have known when I was just getting into content creation, like ways that I could start earning money, ways that I could really start trying to get involved and earn money from something I'm very passionate about. We're going to be having a lot of conversations about this tonight. This is something that I've really grown accustomed to really talking about because it's something I'm very passionate about. So first off, let me know where you're watching from. I would love to know whether it be on the replay or here live where you're watching from. I would love to know where you are at. And I just want to say thanks to those who are here, either live or on the replay. So I appreciate you so much. That fact that you took time out of your Sundays to come join us and really just help others and help yourself to be better in the creator economy. So a little bit about myself. If this is the first time that we are meeting, my name is Anthony Locke. I am the owner of this channel. I started this channel back in August of 2020. Published my first video in September, and really just has been, the rest is history. I've really just been trying to get, that 1% better. Been trying to really improve and really just get my name out there and really kind of get people to, not just watch my content if they're interested, but to, be a part of my community and really just help you to be better content creators, whether it be with photography, videography, tech, and just doing these weekly creator hangouts. I started doing these at the beginning of this year, and it has been pretty successful in my opinion. So we got Gil, who is in Texas, and I'm so glad that Gil. Gil is very smart, especially when it comes to computers and with other things. Me and Gil, we both are part of Video Ranking Academy. We which is taught by Sean Cannon, Heather Torres, and the whole Think Media team. They're all involved there. They want us creators to be more successful here on YouTube. So Gil, thanks for showing up. But few announcements. After talking with a few people, we are actually debating on whether or not to change the day for this creator hangout to Saturdays. Sundays are a day all about family, and I talked with one of my good YouTube friends, and he said that his wife wants him to spend Sundays with her and their daughter. So we might be changing that here in the next little while. So if you are, new to the channel, consider subscribing. But also at the same time, keep in mind that these creator hangouts might be changing to Saturdays instead of Sundays because, again, Sundays are a day all about family, whether you're religious or not. Everyone likes to spend Sundays with their families. And yeah, so the first thing I wanted to talk about was affiliate marketing. I've talked about this before, but that's one of the main ways that we as creators can earn a living off of doing what we love. And I remember the first affiliate I actually obtained was Think Media for their Video Ranking Academy. And it was really cool to know that I had an affiliate. Like, I didn't understand what it was at that time, but I was like, oh man, this is so cool. I have an affiliate. But that was one of my first affiliates. And there's one affiliate that I have been very excited about and very passionate about. And it's actually, I'm using it right now. And that is that I'm an affiliate for Streamyard. Streamyard is an all online streaming platform. I'm streaming on YouTube, I'm streaming on Facebook, I'm streaming on Twitter, and maybe in the future I'll be streaming on like LinkedIn, on Twitch, things of that nature. And so if you are interested in giving StreamYard a chance, there is a 14-day free trial in the link of this description. I love StreamYard. It's great. I stand by it. I've been using it for over a year now. And yeah, I love StreamYard. But we got practicing photography in the crowd. This is another VRA member. His name is Doug. And so Doug, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you so much for stopping by. And so affiliate marketing is definitely not an easy thing to do because you are promoting. you're promoting your content, and you're promoting, your affiliate link so you can get a commission. And at the same time, I have to stress this because I didn't know this for the longest time, is that like you have to pay taxes on that affiliate marketing. So like you have to take a percentage of what you earn for the entire year, especially like if you're here in the United States. You have to definitely have that, keep that in mind. You have to pay taxes on all that kind of stuff, which is not a problem. That's why a lot of people on the YouTube platform, they have like accountants, they have people who they have hired to really kind of take care of all that. But that's something I needed to preface and really kind of stress because, um, you know, I'm I'm an American, and we all know that Uncle Sam loves to get their cut of what you earn, and that's completely understandable. But yeah, kind of going forward, I wanted to share something in a little bit of a way that you can either hire people to help you with your content creation, or you can even possibly become someone on that website to help other people with their content creation. And that's Fiverr. If you don't know what Fiverr is, it's a great website. A lot of creators use it. A lot of people actually earn a living off of just being, like an entrepreneur of sorts on Fiverr. We got Nano in the house. What's up, Nano? Thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate you. But yeah, this is Fiverr. Let me just share my screen here in a sec. Let's see here. Sorry, I had a lot of tabs open. The life of a content creator, right? All right, share screen. We are going to do this. And this is the website that that I was just talking about with Fiverr.com. This is a website that you can use, and you can really just either, like, let's say if you're like, I don't know much about creating thumbnails, like I'm really bad at it. You can go on here and you can really just, you can try to, you can find people that will help you with your, different graphic design, your thumbnails, or if you wanted to, and that's what the topics of tonight is earning a living off of it. This is a website you can do that, where you can, show your rate. You can say, this is how much I charge, and really just kind of earn some extra cash on the side. Like, why not try to earn some extra cash on the side? But let's stop sharing the screen just for a sec. Sorry, I got a little kind of I had a bit of a fog there for a sec. But Fiverr.com is, I haven't personally used it, but I've heard a lot of people rave about the website. I'm actually going to be probably kind of checking it out more this week. But another great website that you can really just kind of earn a living off of is Canva. And how you do that is, thank you. You can earn a living by being an affiliate, an affiliate for Canva, and really just, getting your name out there, and like, you'll get a commission off of that. Like, I mean, the great thing about it is that, like, if you're doing live streams like this, for example, I always promote Canva because that is something that I didn't even know existed when I first started in the whole YouTube game. And it was an eye-opening experience because, like so many others, I used Photoshop for my thumbnails and everything else before Canva, and they were okay. They were like average. But then when I stumbled across Canva, even the free version, I was like, man, this is amazing. Like, I love this. But then when I decided to go the Pro edition, which is you have to pay for, it just, like, a whole new opportunity just unlocked. You had different pictures that unlocked, different types of text that unlocked. You had so much that just unlocked, and it was just amazing. So going back to the chat, yeah, make sure you hit the like button if you are getting some value out of this. Thanks, Nano. And then, so Practice Photography said, I use Fiverr to create a logo, but watch out for Fiverr offers and grow your channel. Yeah, and that's another thing you got to watch out for. Is there are people, we all know that there are people on the internet that they'll be somewhat dishonest. They want all the money, but they don't really want to help you. That there's many ways you could explain that, but yeah, you got to watch out for those people. But then the same person, practicing photography, said, I use Express.Adobe for my thumbnails. Sometimes I thought since I pay for Adobe Suite, I should try to use it for a while. No, and that makes total sense, Doug. I completely, that makes sense. Right now, I'm getting my Adobe programs for free because I'm a college student. Here in the next year or so, I'm going to have to start paying for it because I'm a senior in college, and all that kind of stuff is just going to go away. And so I might be in the same boat later on with you, where I start trying to, see where I can get the best deal to help me with my thumbnails. And then, so Nana, what was your experience with Fiverr? And same with you, Doug. Like, what were you guys' experiences with Fiverr? I would love to get your feedback and understand, like, did you have a good experience? Did you have a bad experience? I've watched several other creators where they have either, there was one, for example, Peter McKinnon, he paid someone like over $100 to edit a video for him, and he was not impressed with it. So it just kind of depends on, like, I feel like with Fiverr, it's a hit or miss. I've heard that from quite a few people, that it's either a hit or it's a miss. But okay, so you had a great experience with Fiverr. That's great, because again, like I just said, Fiverr is something that it's either a hit or miss. And I mean, I cannot talk about that enough, because I've heard both. I've heard a mixture of both opinions. People who said they love Fiverr, people who said I probably wouldn't ever use it again because they felt like they were dissatisfied with what they paid for. Peter McKinnon, that video I was referring to is where when he had someone edit this video for him, he was a little disappointed when he got because he paid for the different amounts. He paid someone $25 for an edit, and then he paid another person $50. He paid another person like $100. And he was a little bit more impressed with the $100 one, but at the same time, he felt like they could have done more. And so keep that in mind. But let's go back to the chat. What's up, Colin? I hope you noticed, Colin. Since you made me a mod and I appreciated that, I thought, well, I mean, Colin he's pretty knowledgeable when it comes to YouTube stuff. So Colin, you are part of my mod squad. You and Nano are part of my mod squad. And so thanks for stopping by. I know that you weren't sure if you were going to be able to stop by because you weren't sure if your wife was going to appreciate it or whatever. But thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. And then practicing photography said, not bad, but the price they say is usually not their price. If they say 30, expect 50 or more. And that's a good point. They kind of give like an estimated price, as I've come to find, and as I've talked with other creators, there's not just one set price for each person that helps you. And keep that in mind if you decide that you want to start earning some money off of help of working with Fiverr and working with other creators, that like you have to kind of keep that in mind. You have to know your worth, but at the same time, don't gouge people. Yeah. With great power comes great duty. So Colin, I want to get your feedback on this. Colin, have you ever used Fiverr before? I know you've been on the content creation space for some time. Like, have you ever either worked with people and through Fiverr, or have you ever had some work done for you via Fiverr? But I would just like to get your opinion on it. I know that some people have had good experiences and some haven't. So I would love to hear that. Okay, so he just responds like, I've been wanting to try Fiverr both as a consumer and as a seller. And so again, like, this is something that I first heard about through Think Media, through Video Ranking Academy, is that, people, like, if you are not the greatest with like, doing all these crazy effects like on your videos, or if let's say you're really bad with your thumbnails, you can go to Fiverr and you can get someone, you can hire someone to do it for you. But again, keep in mind, some of those people cost quite a bit of money. But same thing with that, do the reverse. People can come to you on Fiverr and say like, hey, I would like to hire you to help me with my video, or I'd like to hire you to help me with my thumbnail. And you can tell them like, this is how much I charge. And again, it's like what practicing photography said, when they say, if they say 30, expect $50 or more. So keep that in mind if you do that. But I want to go back to affiliate marketing, because affiliate marketing is such an amazing opportunity. There's someone she's been on the creator hangouts with me before. Her name is Grow with Angie. I always bring her up because she is like a great example of someone who, when she only had 10 subscribers, she was already making money. She had reached out and she had applied to become an affiliate with a company in her niche with gardening, and they saw her video. They're like, hey, we love what you're doing. We want to hire you. And so she became an affiliate with them. And then she started getting other affiliates. And so she made over $10,000 last year just with affiliate marketing alone. Like, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I would love to have $10,000, an extra $10,000. I mean, especially with the way inflation is right now, like, and with the way gas prices are, oh man, $10,000 would be very helpful right now. But I bring her up because she's someone that is a great model to go by. She's talked about it several times through Instagram, through her live streams, and through the live streams that she's been a part of with me, that affiliate marketing is actually very profitable. And one suggestion I would give, and that she has said, and that others have said, is that like, if you see a smaller like mom and pop kind of company, like here in your, like they're in kind of where you're close by, you could reach out to them and say like, hey, do you have an affiliate program? And if they don't know what that is, you can explain to them what an affiliate program is. And if they're like, well, we don't know if we can do that right now, just offer to help them get started with it, so that not only just you can benefit from it, they can benefit from it, and other creators can benefit from it. Like, I know, for example, there's a big chain of electronics / furniture stores here in Utah, and they're in California, called RC Willie. When I was trying to find different affiliates to apply for, I was thinking of names, and I tried to see if they had an affiliate program, and they don't. So what I could do is I could contact their corporate office and say like, hey, this is what I do. I'd love to, get something going to get you guys help get you guys started with the affiliate program, so that people like myself can promote your business and also get a commission off of it at the same time. There's another great kind of camera shop here in the Davis County, Utah area that doesn't even have an affiliate program. Again, it's a small mom and pop shop. They are all about, camera gear, printing off your pictures and everything. But who knows? Maybe this week I'll reach out to them and say like, hey, have you guys ever considered about doing an affiliate program? Because there's a lot of people that could really benefit from it, not just you guys, but content creators like myself. And I've been doing business with them for like over 4 years now. So it's not like I'm just like some nobody off the street. They know exactly who I am. But those are just some ideas of places, of ways you can really start earning some money. But there's an idea that I'm going to borrow from Professor Nez. And that was, if you're wanting to make money online, and this can help you with your content creation, is go through your garage, your room, find things that you are just really that you don't use, and throw them up on the Facebook Marketplace. Now, I know there are many people that don't like Facebook. I get it. I have talked about it several times. I was going to delete my Facebook. I was like, the only reason I'm on Facebook still is because of my photography business, and to keep in touch with people and family, friends, and really just know what's going on in people's lives. But to be honest with you, this weekend, I actually have already sold 2 things on on the marketplace on Facebook. And it was just things that my family wasn't using, like things that we decided that we were going to sell because we weren't using them and they were taking up room. in our garage that we just had no use for them. So I sold them, and I was successful in selling them. Now, I have to keep in mind there's a lot that goes into that. You got to be one thing that I always do when I sell things online, whether it be through like my photography page or even through the marketplace, I always put in all caps, and this is a tip that I will give everyone right now. I always do, cash only, or if they ask if you do Venmo, you can say, well, yeah, I do Venmo, but then you say no holds, first come, first serve, pickup only, no codes or money orders. These are things that I always post on the Facebook Marketplace, because we all know that there's a lot of scammers out there who try to use codes or fraudulent money orders or things, and that's why I always say, like, cash only, because it's just the safest bet. But going back to the chat, Colin Michael said affiliate marketing is really a win for everyone, and it really is. I have seen a lot of people benefit on both sides of the coin from affiliate marketing. I've seen companies benefit from it. I've seen the creators benefit from it. And the great thing about affiliate marketing is that it helps you to get a greater step into the content creation space, in my honest opinion. A lot of people, I didn't even know what affiliate marketing was before I joined Video Ranking Academy. I was just confused. All I knew is that I wanted to upload YouTube videos. And so when I learned about what affiliate marketing is, it was just really cool, and it was fascinating to me to see how much of an opportunity that was. So I definitely think this week I'm probably going to reach out to that RC Willie corporate office and say, like, hey, have you guys considered about starting an affiliate program for us creators? Because they have a lot of stuff there that I could easily promote for them and also get a commission from them. Say that 10 times fast. But no, it really is it's a win for everyone. VRA is amazing. It's very amazing. I was blown away when I joined VRA and how welcoming everyone was. Like, if you guys hear me talking all the time about Sean Cannell, Heather Torres, Omar Altakori, these are all people who are inside the Video Ranking Academy private Facebook group. Now, it does cost money. I'm not dismissing that. It costs money, but it costs money for a reason. This is stuff that Sean, Heather, Omar, Nolan, all these people have been doing research on for 10 plus years to see what works on YouTube and content creation in general. So obviously, they're not going to give every single piece of advice away for free. Like, they got to earn a living off of it. And so, they have the free 2 master classes, but one of the things I can definitely vouch for, and I'm sure Gil and Practicing Photography can also vouch for as well, is that when you join Video Ranking Academy, you not only get access to Sean, Heather, Omar, Nolan, all of the Think Media team, you get access to people like Gil, like Practicing Photography, like myself. There's thousands of people inside there that they are there to give you encouragement and to help you to keep going. I posted, a great example. Here's a great example for you right now. I almost quit YouTube last year several times. I just thought, I'm not really growing. I wasn't having the success I felt like I wanted to have. And so, in a desperate plea, and in a last-ditch effort, I posted on their private Facebook group, and within an hour of that post being approved, I had several comments saying, like, "Hey, keep going, you got this." Like, people were trying to encourage me and say, like, "Keep going, you got a message." I think at the time I said, like, I only have 30 subscribers, and then one person actually said something really great to me, and they said, think of it like a classroom, and that 30 people have decided to subscribe to your classroom because they want to know what you have to offer and to teach. So, but going back to the chat, I'll come back to the VRA affiliate kind of stuff here in a sec. But going back to the chat, Practicing Photography says, I haven't had any success with affiliate marketing yet. My channel is just starting to catch on a little. And honestly, practicing photography, you could, since you're a member of VRA, they have an affiliate program. And when they first introduced the affiliate program, they first introduced it to us Video Ranking Academy members because they wanted to give us a chance to become affiliates before anyone else. Like they wanted us to have a piece of that pie before anyone else. So I would highly recommend it. And I'm here in the next little bit, I'm going to be sharing a few links of where you can actually sign up for different affiliates. Like one will be for Canva and one will be for Streamyard. Those are two affiliate programs that I've applied for and I've gotten approved for and I'm a part of. But I will be sharing those links here in a sec. But so Build or Buy said VR is worth the cost for YouTube success. And it really is, because like I was just saying, you get access to so many people giving you good feedback. We have a monthly VRA show, like where they will bring on success students. You can ask them questions. You have the monthly tip from the monthly think tip. It used to be the weekly tip, but they changed it to the monthly tip. And they've actually just announced a few big updates where they're just really trying to get more involved in helping you to be a more successful creator. So, and again, I'm not trying to boast about myself. I would never do that. But if you are interested in that, I do have an affiliate with them. So let me know if anyone is interested in that. And so I would be more than happy to share that with you, or direct you to their free tube masterclass where you can get an even greater deal. But going back to the chat, Practice Photography says the best part of the VRA fam is the continued love they provide to keep going. They don't sell and disappear. And that is so true, because there's a lot of, I see them all the time, and I'm sure anyone here in the chat can agree with this. There's a lot of people who they're like, oh, buy my course and this is going to be guaranteed success for you. You know, you won't even have to do anything. It's like the whole coconuts and yachts kind of thing. Like we all see these ads, like they come up on YouTube, they come up on Facebook. People are like, I get to just sit around and do nothing, and I can make $10,000 a day just by doing these different things. And by buying my course, you can be making $15,000 a day without even posting a YouTube video. Now, every time I see these, I laugh. I laugh because I know that it's not true. Like whatever they're doing is not true. They're just trying to make money off of you. A great example is there was this guy that he actually, I saw his advertisements on Facebook, and he was like, don't post YouTube videos, buy my course and then post YouTube videos. And I was like, you're totally just trying to get a sell off of this. And it really bothered me that he was so adamant about saying like, oh, don't post any YouTube videos, but instead buy my course and that will help you to improve. And then you can start posting YouTube videos. It really bothered me. I'm not going to say who he was, but it really bothered me, because in order to earn a living off of YouTube, you got to post videos and you got to do that 1% better. But then Build or Buy, so Gil, he said influence before income. And that's true. You got to build an influence. That's why so many people get washed out. You know, I've talked with several people who have said like, yeah, I just tried starting a YouTube channel. It just didn't pan out. And I just always ask them like, well, how long did you try it? They're like, oh, 3 months. Okay. It takes more than 3 months to really earn a living off of YouTube. And even then, like, you know, for the first little while, like once you enter into the YPP, as Gil and Colin can both attest, the AdSense money is really just a tip jar. A lot of creators right now are actually making more money off of affiliate marketing and brand sponsored videos than AdSense. I mean, yeah, as you grow your following, like, you know, if you ever become the level where Mr. Beast is, or where Peter McKinnon is, or Preston from Fire Merch, you know, all these big time creators, then yeah, the AdSense will, you know, it'll become more than a tip jar. But starting out, that's why so many people, and especially if you talk to people like Sean Cannell, Heather Torres, all these big time influencers, they will say like, apply for affiliate marketing. Like really just, they always say that, and they cannot stress that enough, because they know that works. You know, a great example that just popped in my mind, we have Prime Day coming up. Now, in order to be an affiliate with Prime, with Amazon Prime, an Amazon affiliate, excuse me, you have to have 500 subscribers. And then you still put on that 180 days probation. You have to sell X number of dollars within 180 days. And if you do all that, they gladly welcome you in. Now, Grow with Angie, she has talked about several times how she got frustrated with Amazon because she kept getting denied. But then when she was able to actually talk to someone on the phone and say, like, express her frustrations, and that person's like, well, it doesn't, we don't say this on our website, but we really prefer to have you 500 subscribers or more. I think in my mind, what that tells me is that they want to make sure that you're serious about this content creation thing. But for those who are an affiliate for Amazon, you got Prime Day coming up. You can start promoting, saying like, hey, this is a great product that's going to be on a really good deal. Use this link and you'll be able to save this money. But then you, as the creator, will get a commission off of that. And I've talked about Amazon affiliates before, and I stand by them. I am not yet a part of it, but it's just so cool knowing that once you become an affiliate for them, you can, put your links to like the various products you're promoting in your video down below. But then if they click on the affiliate link for Amazon through you, and then they start clicking on other things, like let's say like if you're in the tech niche, like me, and then they click on the camera, they're like, oh well, that's kind of not on my price range. But then they decide, oh yeah, well, I want to go check out these this clothing that they have on sale, or the gardening possibilities. You'll still get a commission off of that for 24 hours. And now, I mean, and to me, that's really cool. Like, I think that's fantastic. I think that was a very well played choice on Amazon's part. And going back to the chat, yeah, Gil said it just right there. YouTube is a marathon. Anything that's worthwhile will not come overnight. And I'm serious when I say that anything worthwhile will not come overnight. YouTube is a marathon. It is something that you have to continually get better and better and practice and practice. And the only way you do that is by punching fear in the face and hitting record, as Sean always says. But and then Nano, he just commented and said there are a lot of opportunities in the content creation world. Remember, success doesn't just come because you decided to become because you decided to become a creator, meaning instant. You have to put in the work. And it is so true. I talked with a really good friend of mine who I said to her, I'm like, have you ever thought about starting a YouTube channel? She's like, I tried being a manager for a YouTube channel, didn't really have much success with it. And she's like, I really don't have a desire to do it. But, Sean Cannell himself, I talk about Sean all the time because he's one of my mentors. But he said that more small businesses need to be utilizing the YouTube search engine possibilities. They need to start creating content. RC Willie's is a great example. They have a YouTube channel, but I feel like they don't promote their products as much as they should. There's another one that is here in the Davis County area called Image Depot. This is it's that one that I said I'm probably going to inquire about with starting an affiliate. If they were to do that, if they were to start like a YouTube channel, it helped bring in more traffic because people said, oh, well, they're just here in Utah. I don't have to drive like maybe 20, 30 minutes and I can go check out their products. There's so much endless possibilities for creators, but you really just have to get your influence out there. But Gil, he said, less than 10% of YouTube channels never get to 1,000 subscribers, according to the vidIQ. And that is so true because, Gil, being a member of VRA, you and I, we've talked about this quite a bit. And we've been in rooms where Heather's talked about this. Omar has talked about this. Tony Ariola, who was with Think Media, he has talked about this. He's gone off on his own, but there's so many people that have talked about this and a great example is Angie. Grow with Angie. She started last year. And she was uploading consistently. She was really just, she wasn't just throwing out BS videos. She was putting a lot of thought process into like the videos that she knew that her followers, her subscribers wanted to know about, a lot of stuff that they were curious about. She hit her 1K mark during a Clubhouse morning coffee talk room, and she was just sitting there in the just listening section. And when she hit the 1K mark, and it was actually one of my YouTube friends' wives, my good friend A Train, or the Elliott Family of Seven. His wife was her 1K subscriber. It was her final subscriber, and obviously, when that happened, everyone was so proud of her. They invited her up to talk, and she was like in tears. She's like, I don't know what to say. She's like, I am just so grateful for the opportunity. But she persevered. That's where a lot of people don't persevere. Now, I'm not saying that everyone is meant to be a YouTuber. I'm not saying that. But if you want to earn income on an amazing income online, this is a great way to do it. And affiliate marketing is such an incredible way to earn a living. I've talked about this a lot. I feel like I'm not necessarily rambling, but I feel like I'm trying to just reinforce what has already been said. And I'm just trying to put it in plain and simple terms. And so I want to go back to the chat real quick. And so Tech for Your Needs said the most important word in content creation is value, meaning solve a problem. Now, Nano, I'm going to get back to this comment here in a sec. I want to come back to this comment here in a sec, but I want to this is what Gil said. Influence requires content, and it's so true. It requires content. You can't be a quote unquote YouTuber without persevering and making content. A great way that people have started to make content was doing YouTube Shorts. There's a guy on YouTube Shorts. His name is Jimmy Darts. He goes up to random people in California, asks them for simple favors, and if they say yes, he rewards them with $500. Now this is his business. Like, he does this, that's what he does for a living. But he really is genuine. He doesn't care about the money. He wants to help people. He wants to bring out the good in people. And there's another person that does something similar, like where he will actually go around the world and he'll just say, like, he'll go up to random people like, hey, I'm having a really bad day. Can I just talk with you for a little bit? And if people are like, yeah, of course, what's on your mind? And he'll just say, like, he'll just kind of talk about some things that maybe he's struggling with. And then they're like, when they give him some words of encouragement, like, hey, really quickly, he's like, I was somewhat struggling today. He's like, but I was also trying to see who the first person was that would be willing to talk to me and help me when I was having a bad day. So I got a gift for you, and it's 500 euros, or it's $500, it's $1,000, and a lot of these people and both these different channels, they always ask these creators these creators always ask them, like, why did you choose to help me? And more than half the time, these people were all believed in the golden rule. You got to help other people because that's what brings out the best in you. And so it goes back to what Nana was just saying right here. The most important word in content creation is value, meaning solve a problem. If someone's having a bad day, hey, go up and help them solve a problem. But, Gil also just said, like Tech for Your Needs said, and let's see here, and I can't even read all of a sudden. Basically, help viewers solve a problem. I was having problems there for a sec. You got to help them solve a problem. I've actually gone to YouTube for specific things. Like a great example earlier, I was having problems with my printer. I was trying to understand like why my printer wasn't really printing the pages, even though I had just replaced the ink. Granted, I hadn't used my printer in like several years because it had been in storage. I was trying to figure out why it wasn't working, and I was getting actually rather frustrated because the company that makes the printer that I own, they said, oh, well, it's out of warranty. It's, you got to do this, this, and this. And then I even tried taking it to a local Office Max here in the Davis County area. And they said, oh, well, we don't deal with printers. That right there was a major turnoff for me for that office supply company, that Office Max. And when because I, number one, wasted the gas to go over there, and gas is outrageously expensive, as we all know right now. Number two, the lady didn't seem to really care. She's like, we don't deal with printers. She didn't even refer me to anyone else. She's like, we don't deal with printers. I was like, okay, thanks. And number three, going back to the manufacturer, I was sitting there trying to figure it out, and I actually found out how to fix it via YouTube. It was through someone's YouTube video that they posted like over a year ago. Now, I mean, YouTube is the second largest search engine on the internet. So why not make why not make a living off of it? I want to go back to the chat. Practicing your photography said, I will get to 1K. I keep getting spotty growth as I learn how to do something better. And honestly, that's how it is. Like, you know, it's like what Gil said earlier. YouTube is a marathon, and you can't ever not think of it as a marathon, because once you hit that 1K mark, you'll be excited about hitting the 2K mark, then the 3K, then the 10K. You know, it's just going to keep going forward. You're always going to have that new goal, and you should never stop seeking after new goals when it comes to online creation. And then he also said, my next improvement is B-roll. Okay, I'm going to stop you right here. I did not like that, what you said. I suck at B-roll. That just means that you aren't as skilled. I want you to change that from I suck at B-roll to I'm not as skilled in B-roll, but I'm improving. So remember that, Doug. Remember that you are improving B-roll. And until you improve your B-roll, there's great places you can even pay for, like story blocks. Great place to get some B-roll. Yeah, you do have to pay a membership, but it's really great quality B-roll. And then Gil, he said, YouTube, patience, persistence, and perseverance. And that just sums it up. That's really what YouTube is. You have to be patient. We live in a time in the world, in the history of the world, where people are wanting everything fast. You know, you have drive-through weddings. You have I don't drink, but I heard that there's drive-through liquor stores. There's drive-through everything. There's so many things that are so fast-paced. But that's not how YouTube works. That's not. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. If that's what you're here for, then I'm sorry. I'm going to be the bearer of bad news. But yeah, that's not how it works. But you have to be patient with it. I remember when I first started, I wanted to have 100 subscribers so bad because I wanted that custom link. I was like, I want the custom link. I want to have it, you know, say youtube.com/Anthony Locke. And it took me over a year because, again, I wasn't really posting as much content as I should have when I first started. And there was a lot of friends and family that are like, we haven't seen you post anything for a while. Like, what's going on? Like, are you still interested in this? And I was like, yeah, but I wasn't motivated. And sometimes you have to give yourself a kick in the pants. But going back to the chat, we got my buddy Lalo. Lalo is someone that he's been on the platform, the YouTube platform, since he was 11. This guy, if you want to know who is the next Mr. Beast, it is this guy right here. Right here, this guy, Lalo, is the next Mr. Beast. And honestly, I cannot talk enough about this guy because he encourages people. He gets people excited. And I mean, his first channel has over 400K subscribers. Now, yeah, it took a while for him to grow that. And he's, again, like I said, been on the platform since he was 11. But his new channel, he's only posted one video. And he already has over 100 subscribers because he knows how to market his videos and he knows what people are seeking after. And I'm surprised that he hasn't yet really kind of dove into affiliate marketing because Lalo knows a lot about the whole YouTube creation process. So good on you, man. But then, yeah, so Essential Origami. Thank you for stopping by the way. I appreciate you. I'm grateful that you stopped by. The golden rule creates such a positive flow and on effect. And that is so true. I love the golden rule. I've lived by the golden rule most of my life. I always try to give people value. I try to treat people like I would like to be treated. Even if I've been rude or nasty to me, like I still try to give them the utmost respect as much as I can. But I completely agree with that. Like this is such a great thing to remember, that you really just need to have the goal, like especially if you're wanting to grow online. My recommendation right now, you can take this to the bank. print the golden rule out and put it somewhere in your office or somewhere where you can see it every time you create content, so that you'll remember that you're trying to bring value to the platform. You're trying to bring some light to the platform. Yeah, we all know Lalo. We love Lalo. He's such a great guy. But then, yeah, evergreen content. Gil, I made a comment about a month ago on Clubhouse. I said, I would rather have my videos be evergreen content than to ever have any of them go viral. Because when they go viral, you have to step it up 1% after that. Like, and I mean, don't get me wrong, going viral is great. Part of me would love to have it go viral, but at the same time, 95% of me would rather have my content be evergreen, continuing to get growth and views and all that, than having one video go viral. Because a lot of people, when they have videos go viral, the rest of their content isn't as great, unfortunately, because they feel like they have such a steep overhead now, and they feel like they can't compete with that. Yeah, but Doug, remember that you're improving with your B-roll. Don't say you suck. Just say that you're not as experienced, that you're improving. I always tell people that, because I used to criticize myself all the time, especially when I first started YouTube. I'm like, my YouTube content, I used to kind of think in my mind, like, my YouTube content sucks. Like, my YouTube content is not the greatest. And I kept thinking in my mind, like, why would anyone ever subscribe to me? But through, people like Gil, people like Lalo and others, and Nano, and so many others, I realized my potential. A great example, I've used this in past live streams, but when Clubhouse was first introduced to the world, I got an invite via my oldest brother / mentor for photography, George. He invited me, and I started, kind of going into different rooms, kind of just being in the audience. And I remember I went into this room with a whole lot of creators. It was on a Friday night. It was taught by it was hosted by this lady named JJ and her sister Hawa. And for some reason, I got that 20 seconds of insane courage, like off of that movie We Bought a Zoo. And I raised my hand on the app. And I was very shy. I was like, what did I just do? Like, why did I just raise my hand? But I was so grateful for raising my hand, because that's when I really got to know people like Professor Nez. And I remember something that Professor Nez said to me. He said, there are over 7 billion people on the earth, and there's only one you. And there's another guy that pulled me aside into a separate room that his name was Avery Ford. He's also a big time creator. He said, and he's also in the photography space, but he does, his main channel is all about, vlogs and everything with his wife and his little boy. But he said to me in this little private room, he's like, look, if people wanted to find content about Peter McKinnon, they would just go to his channel. They chose to click on your channel because they want to see what you have to offer. So that's what my advice to you, Doug, right there, is that, like, people are choosing to come to your content because they want to see what you have to offer in that space. Comparison is the thief of joy. It really is. But I want to go back to the chat. Exactly. Or maybe I'm not good at B-roll yet. Remember that, Doug. I am not good at B-roll yet. And this is another great example. Set a schedule and stick to it. Be consistent. You know what? I don't normally do this. I try to keep some of my stuff kind of private. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you guys, if it will open up. I wanted to share my whole process of the whole of how I scheduled my day out. So I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see what I'm seeing. Let's see here. So this is my schedule that I made up, and this, you can see, like, there's a lot of things, overcome shyness. That's one that I've been working on for a while, but you can see, like, work on my YouTube business, work on YouTube channel /business. And there's so many different things, but I try to make sure my time is very well organized, because that's one thing that Heather Torres always teaches us VRA students, is that you got to organize your time. If you're spending too much time playing video games, for example, and you're not spending enough time playing YouTube, working on your YouTube channel, something's got to give. So she talks about how you got to stay organized. So, and this is just like literally every month. This is how it is. Like, you have the various months, but it's basically the same content every month. And yeah, I'm going to be color coordinating these a little bit more, but that's just one example. I'm going to remove that. That's just a great example of how you can schedule your time. Like, I mean, that's just a little sneak peek in like how my day goes. I have reminders that go off daily. I have reminders that won't go off until I click on them and say like completed. But yeah. But evergreen content equals content longevity, as Gil said. But Doug, I want you to look at this phrase really quickly and remember this. Nano is someone that's been on the platform he's been on the content creation space since Periscope. Periscope doesn't exist anymore, but he said, he's like, he wants you to remember this. I'm a work in progress that sounds better. And that's so true. Yep. And exactly 1% better with each video. And he says, I am Nano for we all know. Yeah, if you guys don't know, this is Nano. Luis is Nano. Yeah, this is Nano is someone I've known Nano for over a year now. He's a really cool guy. I would highly recommend you guys get to know him. But exactly, we are all a work in progress. And so I want you guys, everyone, to remember that, that we are all work in progress. Mr. Beast, I listened to part of that interview he did with Joe Rogan, and he talked about how when he was first on the platform, he would upload like Minecraft videos and other, videos of his streams that he would do, and they wouldn't get much traction, or like, he'd have a lot of people from my school that would follow him. He said he didn't feel comfortable with it, but he'd been on the platform since he was like 12 or 13. And he talked about how when he was, in college, he would go pull up to the campus, wouldn't go to school, like wouldn't go to class. He would instead upload videos. And then after like 3 months, when his videos really started taking off, he went up to his parents and was, oh, by the way, I haven't gone to class for like 3 months. But by the way, I made 10K. I just thought I'd let you guys know that. And so they were mad that he didn't go to class, but they were also happy that he was earning money. Like the same creator, Mr. Beast, Jamie Donaldson, if you guys don't know his real name, he was asked one time if he lost his channel tomorrow, what would he do? And he basically said, I just start all over. He's like, because I know how to market my videos. I know how I would grow again. And that's really what you have to do and keep in mind is, how are you going to grow? How are you going to get your content out to prospective subscribers and prospective partners, and so on and so forth. But going back to the chat. So Doug said, hi, Dan. I looked at your channel briefly, and we'll go back later for more. It looks like you do mostly live. Yeah, Nano is more of a live guy. He does do from time to time some pre-recorded content, but he's more of a live streamer, and which is totally fine. Live streaming is becoming essential. Yeah, time management is very crucial. We all think, oh, well, I'll just do it tomorrow, or I was guilty of this week. I'll record another short tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do that tomorrow. I'll do that tomorrow. I was even guilty of it today. Like, I was like, when my family asked me it was actually my mom. She asked me, like, well, aren't you going to record a video today? I'm like, well, I have my live today, so I'll record tomorrow. So I'm probably going to do a pre-recorded video tonight. And really, whether it be a short or a long form video, I'm probably going to do one tonight. I would hope that she would be very impressed with, she'd be very proud of that schedule. This is something that I literally was ignoring her advice for the longest time. And I thought, you know what? Heather's right. I need to organize my time a lot more. Now I need to go back and color coordinate it, because she would probably bring that up, Essential Origami, that it's not color coordinated. And so like I definitely need to go back and color coordinate it, and I'm going to probably tomorrow, since I don't work, since it's, you know, a holiday. But yeah, I hope that she would be very proud of that schedule. And then so he says, for now that is going to change, and incorporate more produced videos. And so that's, no, dude, you're on your own time frame. Like, you know, you're on your own timeline. You do what's best for you right now. That's what I would say to you. Exactly. Priorities. And so Doug said, funny, I know who Mr. Beast is, but haven't watched his content. Okay. So Mr. Beast is probably one of the biggest creators on the platform. Everybody, even if they don't like him, they know who he is. A lot of people want to be like him. I have talked with several people who are like, yeah, I want to be like the next Mr. Beast. Thing you got to realize is that he's been on the platform since like 12 or 13, you know, since he was in like junior high. So keep that in mind. But really, this is, I feel like, the wave of the future. I've seen a lot of people decide to get on YouTube, and I was so excited when they did. I have a cousin who I filmed his daughter's. I took photos of his daughter's wedding, like about 3 weeks ago, and we were sitting there talking. He's like, "I have a YouTube channel," and I was like, and so like he had me look it up, and he has over 850 or so subscribers. And I asked him a little bit later, I'm like, "Have you heard of affiliate marketing?" He's like, "What's affiliate marketing?" So there's a lot of people that are on the platform that don't know about affiliate marketing. And if you are a new creator, someone that is like, you know, I really want to start earning some money, but I know I have to have that, you know, the 1K subscriber count and the 4,000 watch time hours, get into get into affiliate marketing. You know, find brands online via LinkedIn, via Twitter. Just like, hey, you know, I'll use practicing photography, for example. You know, Doug, you could easily reach out to people and say, hey, my name is Doug. I don't remember your last name. I apologize. And I do a YouTube channel called Practicing Photography. And let's say if you're emailing someone from Canada, like, and say like, I'd love to have you I'd love to get some sponsorship from your company. This is the kind of value that I bring. You know, whatever the case may be, that's the kind of value that you should be offering. And really just get involved. Don't just go into don't just go into the pool 1 foot at a time. I want you to just dive in. Just dive in. Even if it's a cold pool, just dive in, because that's the only way that you're going to really start growing. Because using the comparison of a pool, as someone who has done that quite a bit, it's better to just jump in a manner of speaking, than to walk in via the steps. And when it comes to affiliate marketing and sponsored videos, it's better to just dive in and really just put your name out there. So on that note, I wanted to bring up Canva. I'm going to do a search. I'm going to give you guys the link on how you can sign up for the Canva affiliate program and really just get involved. So let me see here. All right. So this is the link that I am going to give you guys. This is how you sign up with Canva affiliates. Now, when I applied for this link right here, it took me like about maybe 3 days to a week for them to respond. But as long as you're putting out regular content, you'll probably get accepted. Like, you know, I can't make any promises on that, but I would highly recommend anyone, especially those who do use Canva, check this link out, because you will get a commission. Like, once you get approved, they'll give you like a 6-month free subscription for Canva Pro if you don't already have it. Plus, you'll be able to, you know, earn a commission off of that. And then the other one that I wanted to bring up was the Streamyard one. Let me pull up the Streamyard affiliate. Let's see here. Trying to find it. Hang on. Give me a sec. All right, here it is. This is the Streamyard affiliate application that I was wanting to give people. So yeah, again, it takes them a little bit because they probably have a lot of people that apply for it, but it's just partners.streamyard.com. And again, it's just a great way to, if you're using StreamYard, why not promote it and get paid for it? It's just me, but take it or leave it. That's just me. I was very excited about that. And there's so many other affiliate programs that are out there. I know Best Buy has an affiliate program. Walmart has an affiliate program. Target has an affiliate program, if I can get the words out of my mouth. There's so many opportunities out there for you to become an affiliate. And as I mentioned earlier, if there's like a mom and pop store in your town or your city that you do regular business with, approach them and ask them if they would consider starting an affiliate program, especially like if you are promoting their stuff. Like, I mean, how cool would that be? You'd not only be helping them, but you'd be helping yourself at the same time. It's a win-win. It's just my opinion, but I also wanted to share with you guys, this is an example. Let me see if I can find it. I want to show you guys an example of, this was an email that a message. I've got to send it via Twitter because they never responded. But this is an example of a way you can reach out to different brands. Let me share my stream again, my screen. And so this right here, as you can see, I sent this message to Rode. I was like, hey there, I love the Rode Go Wireless 2 mics. I'm actually going to be doing a gear review on the mics this upcoming week and would be stoked to collab with Rode microphones. My content and audience demo would be a strong fit to show the versatility of Rode microphones indoors and outdoors. Was the best way to connect and chat more. And so I just say, thanks, Tony. It's a great pitch. And that's just like an easy pitch. It's not too overbearing. It's not like, I think you guys should do this. Like, you're just, being very polite. You're just like, hey, I would love to do this. But instead of doing it via Instagram, reach out to them via LinkedIn, via Twitter, and you'll probably find someone. If they don't know, let's say if you use LinkedIn, if they're just like, hey, well, I'm not the right person, they may direct you like, well, reach out to this person instead, because they're the one that's over that, or they can give you more information on that. So going back to the chat, I'm glad you're having fun. So practicing photography said, I had fun hanging out. I am going to listen while I pack my camera bag out for a fireworks shoot with a friend. That is awesome. And I mean, that right there could actually open the door for you for an affiliate program. And that's just cool. Like that could open your door for like a brand sponsor, for like a sponsored video with a brand. Like, I'm not sure, I don't remember what type of camera you shoot with, but you could definitely reach out to the brand of your camera and say, like, I just did these photos. This is how they turned out. They turned out amazing. And I've seen your live streams. I've seen some of your work, and it's actually really good. So a lot of companies, especially like the DSLR companies, whether it be Sony, Canon, or Nikon, they definitely they look for creators who know how to promote their stuff. And that's another affiliate that you can apply for, is that because you just, success and best wishes on your shoot. So Canon, I believe, has an affiliate program. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure they have an affiliate program. So I would definitely highly recommend that after you're done with this photo session tonight with the fireworks, you get a whole collage together, find out whoever it is that's over like the marketing and the collabs and in the Canon USA or Canon Canada, whichever one you want to use, maybe both, and say, like, this is some of my work I've been using Canon for some time. As you can see, I know what I'm doing. I would love to have you guys. I would love to work with you guys and get some collaborations with you guys, and just see where it goes. Like, I mean, what's the worst thing? What's the worst thing they could do? Say no? Okay, you just move on. It's as simple as that. You just move on and go on to the next one. Yeah, I love Canon. I love Canon gear. I stand by Canon. I still have my old. Sorry about that. I still have my first camera bag, and it was a Canon camera bag. This thing has been through the ringer. Now, again, like I said in my short, I didn't. The only thing I didn't like about it was this easy accessible latch. Especially like if I was going down to Salt Lake, a lot of people could easily just open up my latch and steal my gear. I didn't feel comfortable with that. There it is. They have an ambassador program. So Practice Photography or Doug, I would reach out to them about their ambassador program and say like, hey, I use this. I use your products on a daily basis. I would love to collab with you guys and really just start getting your foot in the door. And then Nano is also giving you some advice and saying killing two birds with one stone, having fun with the fireworks and filming nice combo. That is a nice use of time. And exactly. There's a lot of people who try to take photos of fireworks. Myself, when I was first using one of my first point and click cameras, I tried doing that. And the photos always turned out like crap. They did. And so I stopped doing that. But having the experience now, knowing my way around aperture, ISO, and shutter speed, I know like what would work. But I would highly recommend that you reach, if I can talk, out to Canon about the ambassador program and about even possibly sponsoring a video, because shoot, Canon is a big company. I'm sure that if you were to go above and beyond to show them that not only are you capable of using their products, but if they can see that you promote their products at the same time, they're like, heck, they'll probably say like, heck yeah, let's do business. Let's get going on this. And again, what's the worst case scenario? They could say no, but you just move on. And when they come, then I'll give you the advice that Professor Nez gave me. If they say no, and this is advice to anyone that's watching. If a brand says no to either an affiliate or a sponsorship, after you've grown and you've had success with your channel and you just are killing it on the YouTube platform, on TikTok, wherever you're using this, and they reach out to you, say like, hey, we would love to, collab with you now. That's when you charge them extra. That's when you charge them double. That's what Professor Nez told me. You charge them double at that point, because they are now coming to you and saying like, we've seen your improvements. We want to work with you. And that's when you say, okay, well, my rates have gone up. And this is how much I charge now. And if they still don't want to budge, then again, it's their loss. You just go on to a different company. You use that time that you would have used for that company with a different company that you'll have even more success with. Now, we all know what you meant. Yeah, so Gil, you just brought up a great point, and that was go back to influence, which requires content. And you also said no means not now, maybe later. There are brands. I'll give you a great example. I was turned down from the Best Buy affiliate program. I applied last year, and within like a week or two, I was turned down. And I was very frustrated. I was very down about it. But through talking with a good friend of mine who helped me with that last video with the gear reviews, and talk with Professor Nez and other creators, I picked myself back up and just thought, okay, it's their loss. And if they want to come back and work with me later on, I'm going to be charging them extra. That's just how I am. I'm going to charge them double. I'll say, okay, well, since then, my rates have gone up. So, oh man, I would love to see this. Honestly. And to be honest with you, a lot of is actually going to probably be in one of my next videos. We're going to be reacting to some cool photography from TikToks, but I would love to do this collaboration, you know, my Canon camera versus Lalo's Sony. I would love to see that. And he's just really egging me on right now. He's just let the battle begin, Anthony Lalo. Don't tempt me with this, Nano. You don't want to tempt me with this. Like, you don't want to start a war. You don't want to start a war, because I will go to battle. I will go to battle. And then practicing photography said, my friend is a Nikon fanboy. And when it comes down to it, they're all great brands. They're all great brands. I'm just used to my Canon. So that's why I say, you know, Canon is the best, because I'm used to it. But I've talked with people who use Sony. I've talked with people who use Nikon. And really, it just kind of comes down to your personal preference. But with that being said, do you guys have any questions for me? Like, I feel like I've just been kind of giving you guys a lot of tips and advice. Oh my goodness. Annette just showed up. Annette she has become one of my YouTube friends. She's been on the lives with me, and she has really she's just killing it down there in Florida. She's in the Orlando, Florida area with real estate, and she's just killing it down there. She has been doing real estate for some time now, and she's killing it down there. So if you guys know someone who's looking for a house down in Florida, refer her. Refer her. This girl right here. Refer Annette. If I can get my finger right. Yeah, refer her, because she knows what she's talking about. I agree. A versus video would make a great video, and I would love to see. I would love to see it myself. So Lalo, if you're still watching or listening, hit me up. I would love to do that kind of a collab with you. It's not the gear. No, you're good. But it's definitely talent. Especially like if I think you're referring to Annette, Gil. You know, the real estate market right now here in the United States is just going crazy, especially here in Utah and Texas and Oregon. I know that it's even going crazy down there in Florida where Annette is. I mean, it's a seller's market right now. It's definitely not a buyer's market, because people are spending a lot more money than they probably should on a house. But for those who are in the real estate, it's actually a really successful seller's market for them right now, because a lot of people are really earning a pretty good income when they sell houses. And I'm sure Annette can tell you all about that. But do you guys have any questions for me? I know we're coming up on the close to the hour and a half mark, and I'm sitting here looking at my food, and it's just calling my name, but I don't want to eat in front of you guys. So that's just kind of how I am. But I did want to offer a piece of advice. This is something that I wasn't too fond of for the longest time, and that is going live on IG, Instagram. So this time last year, Instagram, aka Meta, was offering an incentive to creators to go live for X number of minutes, and they get paid $100. Now that promotion's over, but IG is really trying to get people more involved with the whole going live on your phone. And I actually did a live. I did my first IG live this week, and it was fun. At first, it was a little intimidating, because you know I'd really never gone live on IG, but it was really it was fun. I had Annette on there. I had Colin on there. I had people like Lalo on there. But I would highly recommend that if you're nervous about even going live on YouTube, try Instagram first. It's a lot less stressful, because you have that you're using your phone and you don't have all these, you know, this fancy gear and equipment. But I want to go back to the chat. Yeah, it's not the gear, it's the talent. Exactly. Anyone can take any piece of gear. I could take my old Sony Cybershot and take some amazing photos and take them into Photoshop or Lightroom and just bring out some amazing shots if I really tried. And it's all about the person who uses the equipment. Yeah, Nano, he's definitely right. And well, thanks, man, for stopping by, Doug. I appreciate you. Thanks for all the commentary and for just stopping by, man. If you ever have any questions about affiliate, just reach out to me via Facebook or Instagram. I'd love to talk to you more about it. So then Essential Origami says, not a question, but I find myself struggling to identify profitability in my niche. My main channel has 340 subs. I've been experimenting with other more profitable niches. And so then the Essential Origami goes on to say, I know it's diluting my focus, but what if the new channel is the one that eventually works? So it just kind of depends on your niche. You can make any niche, in my honest opinion, interesting. If you're passionate about it, I assume that your main channel is all about origami. I could be wrong about that, but you could definitely make that more interesting. And you could also involve some of the culture behind the origami in your niche. Like I know someone that lives in Japan, and he shows people all the different aspects of Japan, and that could include origami. Like, try to make it more interesting and make it more exciting for your viewers. But at the same time, I want to stress a word of caution. If you start a second channel before your first channel takes off, it creates more stress for you, because you're trying to keep up with both channels, and that whole weight scale thing just kind of goes all over the place. So, I mean, you can rebrand if you want, but at the same time, I would try to make your first channel, since it has 340 subscribers, that's 340 subscribers that are interested in what you have to offer. I would try to make that even more interesting. And really, just a great example, do a live stream. Do one of these live streams where you are just, even doing something via live stream, like whether it be origami or whatever your niche is for that channel. Just do something where it keeps people involved. Like, even do like a Q&A. Q&As are great because people want to have questions. They have questions for you, either about you or about your niche or how you got into it. There's so many possibilities, but I would definitely recommend trying out lives. Just do it. Just punch fear in the face, as Sean says, and hit record and go live. But Nano says, question, what advice would you give your younger self before finishing high school? That's a tough one, because I was not the greatest high school student. I'd say number one, don't focus as much on video games. That was my main problem when I was in high school. Is I focused more on the socializing and the video games. I wasn't as focused on my studies as I should have been. I would definitely say focus more on that, and be more involved with not just your friends, but be more involved with your community, and try to reach out for, like, whether it be you're wanting to go to college, try to get some scholarships pinned down before you graduate. And make sure you take the various tests you need to take to get into college. We all know which tests they are. I can't think of them in my mind, but really just be more focused on your studies, because I'll be totally honest with you. More than half the people I hung around with in high school, I don't talk to anymore. I lost connection with them, either because they went on LDS missions, or they got married, or they moved to another state, whatever the case would be. I don't really talk to them anymore. A lot of my friends are people who are younger than me, or who are, living in other states. So that would be my advice, is pay more attention to your studies, so you can honestly say, I was a 3.0 student. I was a 4.0 student. I got this scholarship. I got that scholarship. I got this award. I got that award, because it looks better on your resume when you go to apply for jobs, when you have those various awards. So Gil said, think about your passion and ask yourself, can you see this path to monetization? That is great advice right there. Essential Origami, I would definitely recommend that you take that advice. Gil has been on the platform for a while. He continues to encourage people and amaze people with his knowledge and his niche. I would definitely, if you have any questions, you're part of VRA. You're in the same group as me, Gil, Doug, that was just in here earlier. Send me a message if you ever have any questions, like especially about like going live, like whether it be on YouTube or IG. Like, I would love to help you, give you tips and advice. See, but at the same time, you said that it's taken 2 years to get to this point. That's 2 years of hard work. What more can you do to improve that so it doesn't take another 2 years to get to 640? What can you do today to help you improve your channel by this time next year? I'll give you a great example from my life. This time last year, I wasn't posting content. I was doing occasional live, but I wasn't posting content. I wasn't growing. And it was because I wasn't doing I wasn't taking the necessary steps. I was more focused on the here and now and not the future. So try to organize your time. That would be my best advice, is organize your time. Do what Heather always says, and that is, organize your days, color coordinate those different times of your day when you're going to work on your YouTube business, when you're going to do research, when you're going to do marketing. Organize your time. And we're always here to help you. That's one of the main reasons I started this Creator Hangout. And for those who weren't watching earlier, we might be changing the day for the Creator Hangout to Saturdays. A lot of people have kind of talked with me about this. A lot of other creators, and said, like, usually Saturdays would be better for them, because Sundays a lot of people use for family and for going to church and such. And so I'm going to be talking with a lot of them this week, here the next week or so. Well, not the next week or so, the next few days or so. And we're going to really narrow down a day, whether it be staying on Sundays or moving to Saturdays. So keep in mind with that. But yeah, we're always here to help you. And yeah, I hope that helped you with live is a great way to interact with your subscribers. Sean and Heather, they always go live quite a bit, whether it be on IG or on YouTube, on Facebook. We all know that they do the weekly Facebooks kind of lives inside VRA. But yeah, exactly. YouTube, think long term. This is a long-term commitment, but at the same time, it's a worthwhile commitment. And that's why I always stress, whenever these quote unquote SEO specialists reach out to you and say, like, I can help you to improve your SEO, ignore them. Don't let them grow your channel for you. Growing on YouTube is all about the journey. I have seen the hits and I've seen the harsh realities of both sides of the sword, of the spectrum, I guess, where I've been critically criticized on my content, and I've also seen people who have said, man, I love your content. Thanks for what you do. Like, I'm really enjoying your content. So it's a rewarding experience. And going back to the chat, Tony, do what works best for you. Exactly. Do what works best for you. Make that evergreen content. Who knows? Most videos don't take off for like 90 days. So if you were to post a video tomorrow, it would not take off officially and get a lot of viewership until 90 days in the future. Think about that. Think about how, a lot of these things. And I gave someone a great piece of advice. Actually, she was in here earlier, and it was Annette. She's in that Amazon Prime. She's in that Amazon affiliates program. I said, on Prime Day, go live and say, like, hey, well, this would be great for this. This would be great for that. If you have the opportunity and the chance to be a part of the Amazon affiliate program and go live on those days, like those 2 days with Prime Day that's coming up, I think it's like July 15th and 16th, that can also bring you some viewership and some following as well, because people will say, like, okay, this person knows what they're talking about, and this is a killer deal. Like, you can say, oh, well, this is a great deal on this camera, or this is a great deal on this computer. Those go on. But going back to the chat, YouTube video premieres have chat for live interactions with viewers. And that's true. That is another thing that I have come to find, is that when I've promoted my YouTube videos via other platforms, like especially like LinkedIn, I promoted a video via LinkedIn, and it was so cool because someone from LinkedIn came to my video premiere, and I was able to talk with them through the chat. They're like, this is so cool. And that gives you a chance where you don't have to worry about being on screen like where I am right now. You can be in the chat and say like, yeah, this was a really fun video to make. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, you can answer questions people have. A great example, Lindsay Sterling has done that quite a bit with her music video premieres on YouTube. It's where she's involved in the chat and she answers people's questions and just has fun with it. Yeah, we have a video that took off a year later, and that's what Gil said. Exactly. You know, that brings up a good point, Gil. It brings up the fact that like my first video, I've shown that video several times on these lives, and people can even watch it. You know, my first video, the audio sucked. Well, I shouldn't say sucked. The audio was terrible. The audio was terrible. I was stiff as a statue, and I did not know what the flip I was doing. And it still is getting viewership from time to time, and I'm shocked because it was like my worst video. And oh my gosh, it's still growing, and I was so happy about that. I mean, I was happy and shocked about that. Yeah, no, I'm glad you're still here, but it's just one of those things that you got to find out what works best for you, especially you, essential origami. You got to find out what works best for you. Take the video premiere idea, take it and run with it. Do some YouTube shorts and then repurpose those YouTube shorts for other platforms like TikTok, IG Reels. LinkedIn's going to be coming out with their own version of Reels. Facebook has their own version of Reels. There are so many ways that you can repurpose your content that will help you to grow. So remember that. Remember to keep pressing forward, to have fun, because if you're not having fun with your creation process, then why are you doing it? I'm being honest when I say that. Like, if this is more of a chore than something that you enjoy and you're passionate about it, you probably shouldn't be doing it. Sorry, I'm blunt like that. But do you guys have any other questions for me? I love this. I love being able to help you, to grow. But so Gil said, hey, Annette, what's your strategy with your channel? That's a great question. Annette, Gil just called you out. What's your strategy? Like, you know, you're in the real estate market, Annette. Like, what's your strategy? We both know what's the guy down in Dallas who is just killing it with his YouTube channel, and he does real estate. I can't even remember his name. I feel terrible because he's like a cool guy that I actually consider a friend. So my mind is just drawing a blank right now. But he is just killing it. So Annette, like, what's your strategy with your channel? Like, how are you going to be that person, that go-to person down in Florida that people go to? Yeah, exactly. Honesty is the best policy. Don't promote something that you don't believe in. Don't talk about something you don't know much about. And don't lead people astray. Don't clickbait. Do not clickbait. I talked about that last week, but I will talk about it again right now. Don't clickbait. Don't tell someone, like, don't mention Mr. Beast in your channel, for example. Don't mention him in your video title just to try to get views, because that's clickbait. Don't clickbait people, because it's going to hurt your channel in the long run. It's going to hurt your retention. Well, I appreciate you coming by. I really appreciate you coming by. I hope that my advice was helpful to you. Like, I really try to help people to grow. But yeah, this has been fun. Like, this has been very productive. I appreciate everything you guys have said, and really just love that you guys have enjoyed my advice, my feedback for you. But if you guys, but on that note, I think I'm going to end the stream because my food is like right here, literally like right here. And it's been calling my name for the past half hour to 45 minutes. Yes, living in Dallas, Texas. Ooh, that's the guy right there. This guy's killing it down in there in Texas. So Annette, you should shape your channel after it. You should take what he has and put your own twist on it, is what I'm saying. Don't copy him or mimic him word for word or whatever. take what you learned from his channel and add it to your channel, if that makes sense. But do you guys have any last minute questions for me before I end the stream today? Again, keep in mind that we might be changing the day of the stream, but if you guys have any last minute questions, I'd love to answer them. Other than that, like, just keep going out there and producing great content. You know, bring some more light to the internet and to the platforms, because that's what we as creators have the chance to do, is to bring more light to the internet. But if you guys have any other questions, I'd love to answer any questions you may have for me, about me, or content creation. Yeah, I guess with that being said, I am going to end the stream, and I always end my stream with this, and that is, do not live in the past, but instead live for the present and the future. Take care, guys, and make sure you're following me on Twitter, because that's where I'm going to be posting the update on the day change, or if we're going to keep it on the very same day. So make sure that you follow me on Twitter, or you follow me on Instagram, because that's where I'm going to be posting those updates. Thanks, guys. We'll catch you next week. Oh, and have a happy 4th of July, especially those of you who are in the United States. Be safe and enjoy your time with your family, and remember why we're celebrating our freedoms. Have a good night.